Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, a day wherein I am absolutely freezing. Hopefully I've got my graphic up here showing what the temperatures are like in Shelton, Washington at this moment. It's going to be like in the high 40s later today, but for right now, we're barely over 20. And even if I did have my window over there shut, they're single pane windows, so a ton of heat goes flying out through the single pane windows. This is an old house, so life is life. But anyway, though, yes indeed, I am cold. I have got my shirt, the shirt, and then the jacket on. I've got 3 pairs of socks and, you know, my denim pants, which I have said before, I think, but one thing that you should do, if you have denim, the people that make denim say the very most you should wash any denim is once a month. Just once per month. And that's as most. You should maximum 12 times a year. That's not 12. 12 times a year. And that if you spill something, you just blot clean. There was this one guy that wore a single pair of jeans for 2 weeks straight, and he just blot cleaned whenever he dropped stuff on it, and whenever he thought they might be having an odor coming to them, he would just put them in the freezer overnight, and then the next morning continue wearing them. And then they checked them to see if there was an appreciable bacterial buildup from constant wear overnight. And when they checked, nope. In fact, it was exactly the same. There was no bacterial buildup, there was no gross buildup, it was fine. He wore them constantly and they were great. So what I do is I wear my jeans like 3-4 days, and then I take them off, and then I spray them with rubbing alcohol, because that also helps get rid of odor and such like that. I don't know how it works, but it does. That's the main de-odorizing stuff in things like Febreze. It's a rubbing alcohol base with fabric with, what the heck is the word? That, you know, the scent added in. It's like I can't remember the word for what the stuff smells like. Oh, it's right on the tip of my toe. My toe. My nose right there too. But I'll just spritz them with some rubbing alcohol and then just hang them up so that they can air dry the rubbing alcohol off. And then I've got, like, I can't remember, it's either 4 or 5 pairs of jeans. So they just work through as I wear these ones, then they go to the back of the queue, it moves up, and then finally it's back to this one after a month. I wear them another 3 days, and then into the queue again. And then if they look bad, if things like, ooh, I spilled, or oh boy, that doesn't look good, like if there's a dirt stain from when I go walking, then I throw them into the wash and I wash them then. Which makes sense. That was just a whole lot of words to say one thing. And it works out, I think. I hope. So, it's a good thing. And I'm washing them no more than 12 times a month. 12 times a month. 12 times a year, which is the most that you should wash your denim. Thumbs up! Be clean, of course. You know, don't go, like, splashing through fields of feces and then just put them in your freezer. That wouldn't work. That'd be kind of awful. But still, thumbs up. And of course, my sincere apologies. All my hamsters are sleeping right now. Absolutely everybody is asleep. Some of them were kind of awake. Little Thigmo here, I need to move him against the wall and then bring up either Saber or Dr. Snurf and then have them here. But he was up for a little while, But when I got in here at 7, you know, I give myself an hour and a half to wake up, and by that time, well, he's just fast asleep. She's fast asleep down there. They're fast asleep over there. And I don't have wheels for these two, but little Saber's got one of the flat disc ones, and she runs on that. And little Dr. Snurf, he's got one of the few mesh ones that I have left. They're not good. Hamsters can easily get bumblefoot from mesh wheels, but they're the only kind I have right now, so he's got one of the mesh wheels. And so when they're up, I can hear them running around and doing stuff because the wheels are making noise. And so that's a good thing. I just need to figure out something for these little guys. Not that I think little Thigmo would run on his wheel. He's, except for when he's out digging around and looking for seeds, or like just this morning when he was digging up against the side here and doing things that way. Largely, he spends most of his time in his little Petco box because things are moving out here and there's sounds, and so he hides in his little Petco box. He's just super scared and super nervous, which is why I give him the THC/CBD drops, which is good. It's 90% CBD, 10% THC, and it seems to help him. He's much less nervous when I give it to him, which is good. I mean, I love my little hamsters, and I want them to help as much as I possibly can. I also found out, and this is a bad thing, a lot of the time, if you get it from pharmacies and such, now just like CBD oil stuff, it's not actual CBD oils. It's essentially hemp, and hemp has nothing. Hemp is basically just a weed. The stuff that it has in it is it's nothing. You'd have to take like an entire field of, you know, 10,000, like not 10,000, but like 50 acres to get maybe 1% or a half of a 1% of a CBD in it. There's no real CBDs or anything in hemp. It's a biomass. It's good for making things. It's an excellent biomass, almost better than anything else we have out there. But if you're taking an over-the-counter CBD oil stuff and it's doing nothing for you, odds are it's just hemp oil and not actual CBDs. Ugh, you got to be so careful. And I am very sorry, so please double check what you've got if it's not working and try to make sure. Because actual CBDs, the actual non-psychoactive painkillers in the cannabis plant is incredible. I mean, literally, I would not be able to do this. I would not be able to walk. I would be wheelchair bound or bed bound at best without cannabis. So it's a miracle plant. I mean, I shouldn't even be able to use this hand. I was amazed about this again last night, which of course led to me freaking out and having anxiety, of course, because hey, when I was going to bed, of course, lying down, trying to sleep, my mind latches on to the first thing it can to have anxiety over. And this time it was over my nerves because I was thinking about this one again. Because 3 years ago, this was 99.99999% paralyzed, and now it doesn't feel right, and it hurts, and it's clumsy, but it works. And I never even knew that nerves grew back. And of course, they told me that if my hand still didn't work after 7 years, to not worry, nerves do grow back, give it time. But it didn't even take that. It was 1.5 years and it was already starting to work well, as opposed to this. Well, this is what I started with, being able to do that and just that, because I had to use gravity to be able to take my fingers back out or move my thumb in like that, and then gravity to bring it back out. That was it. So nerves grow back, though my sensory nerves and stuff are just all messed up inside of there. Just feels like there's still like a big dead fish instead of properly working muscles. Thumbs up. Yeah, so a whole bunch of stuff to do today. I got phone calls that I have to make. I gotta call up and see what I can do if there's any hope for my debt, or if I'm gonna have to try and, well, I don't know what's gonna happen. I gotta call them up. And then I gotta call up again on a different group to the same organization to find out if my repayment plan, what happened? They cashed my check, they took my money, they've never given me any acknowledgement or further repayment forms. So I haven't been able to make any further payments. I don't know what's going on. Yay. Joyous. Oh, and of course, just as a mild thing, there are some YouTube channels that I've been unsubscribing to, and it may seem like a minor thing, and really it kind of is, but it's like, there's this Layman Gaming down in Australia, I think it is, this sees, I don't know if they're just friends or brothers or what, but they got a channel. And I unsubbed from them because if you're going to lie about something so simple and easily verifiable, then what else are you lying about? It's that continued Gillette ad, where if you watch the ad, you know that it's not an attack on anybody. Because if you've watched that Gillette ad and you think it's an attack on men, you're the kind of person that needs to change. Because bullying, beating people up, all this stuff is what that ad was against. If you are someone who doesn't need to change and you go, that's exactly right, then you see the ad as being a good thing. But if you're the person that's going like, what, they're saying that my beating people up is bad? Well, they're just shitting on their customers, aren't they? They're terrible, I'm gonna go buy Schick. So whenever I hear one of the channels go, oh, they did this, it's like, you watch the ad and you know they're lying. So if you're lying about something that can be verified in 1 minute, so easy, then what else are they lying about? If you're going to lie about something that, oh, that was a bad lag spike. If you're going to lie about something that all somebody has to do is pause, watch, and go, wow, you're lying. So easy, then the hard stuff, are you putting in any work at all? Or are you just lying for everything? If I can't trust you to not lie about something where you go pause, watch, oh wow, that is completely the opposite of what they are saying it is, then why should I trust you on anything? So yeah, there's been a lot of channels where, well, bye, boink, and unsub, because I watch other people, not necessarily for news, but just to watch their take, because I'm interested in people. But again, it's, if I can't trust you because you're lying about something so easily checked, why should I watch anything else of yours? Because how can I trust it at all? Yay. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab, so I hope you had your seatbelt on. We've been driving at 60 straight forward. I didn't even turn on my signals. Now 45-degree angle. And I've opened up those 24 hours. I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. Hopefully that was English. It is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my fibro, depression, brain damage from alcoholism, I'm lucky if I can remember that my name is Reginald P. Farquhar. And if I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're not really good at that. I try. And I'm better than most, but... And, of course, finally, I am not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. So good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. The fact is you left a comment. Thank you very much, and that is what I'm thanking you for. You took the time. Whether it was, whether or not you should have, it may be up to debate, but you did take the time, so thank you. And then we have, ooh, itchy forehead. Sheila McWilliams, thank you very, very much. Josefina Ramos Soto, I know I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. Atomic Toxic, greatly appreciated. Susie with 2 U's, thank you very, very much. Jeffrey Phillips, greatly appreciated. Kathy Kitscat, thumbs up and thank you. Zero Sight, greatly appreciated. Andy Prosper, thumbs up and thank you. The Bearded Hippie, thumbs up, thank you very much. And then, let's see, I have no idea where I am now. 9? Mitchell Cooper, thank you very, very much. Marcella, greatly appreciated. Alex Poopaloop in a chicken coop, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you. Andy Giebel, I sure hope I am halfway correct. Scooby with a period, thank you very much. JDM, greatly appreciated. Russian Timing, greatly appreciated. Scottish VPL fan, thumbs up and thank you. We Are Beautiful and Sick, I still love that name. And then Tom Haynes, greatly appreciated. Keegan Foster, thumbs up. Bone Train, greatly appreciated. Kiba Re, I sure hope I'm close, thank you very much. Colin Reisenauer, thumbs up and thank you. Zombie Wolf, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, Ice Damon, thumbs up, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you for helping me get out of my head, into the world, dealing with actual people, and it's a good thing. And if you can check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com, a blog that I'm sure I'm going to write on today. Really, unless I fall asleep. And if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would really help. Next month is going to be bad, but these people here made this month good, even though I got hit with that $300. Thank you very, very much. Now, if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. It is like watching a series of still frames on my webcam. I can only hope that it's going to work. That would be very awesome if you could subscribe to my channel. Very, very awesome. Now, if you're not down with it and you do not wish to, I would understand. But if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. And yes, I talk with my hands. I wave them around. I would go insane if I could not move my hands. I've done this my whole life, except it's just become accentuated because of the webcam and all. But I've talked with my hands my whole life, which of course helps if you want to do sign language stuff. And so that's applause. Oh, oddly enough, though, because I have to think, the more I sign, the less animated I become, which doesn't help. That's sort of the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. Even though when I watch videos of people who have been deaf their whole lives, you know, and they're 40 and 50, instead of great big signs like this, it's just little subtle movements like this as they're sitting. You know, you don't have to do much, just a little bit here and there, and everyone gets it. So it's like you just do a little bit. You don't raise your hands up. Yeah, you know. I'm just doing this stuff. You take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. A slightly longer vlog this morning.